Hello, how are you? Good evening. I feel like I'm about to give the evening news. All right. Are you thinking about making money online? Oh my gosh, it's a huge topic right now, and with everything that's going on. And so I already knew some ways to make money online. I mean, it's a pretty common thing these days. My daughter gave me another idea, and I was just sort of really coming up with the different ideas today. Hey, Melissa. And so I wanted to throw some ideas out at you. Of course, the first one is network marketing. I will talk a little more about that at the end. It's what I do. There's a ton of companies out there with a ton of products. And the great thing about it is it's residual income. And so, that's where you are not trading your time, your hours for money after you've gotten, built it up and worked on it for a while. You are basically making money while you sleep. I mean, that's what residual income is. Same as like real estate. If you have rental properties, it's the same as, book sales or just that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of great things about it, but that's one. And so it's really worth looking into. You can certainly talk to me about mine. And like I said, there's a ton of different ones out there. Okay, so, those people right now are still working, and they're working hard. I know a lot of other people and a lot of other at-home businesses are too. And so let's just talk about a few ideas. Number one is get on LinkedIn. And you can get on LinkedIn, set up an account, it's free, and you can search for jobs, and then you can filter it for remote. And then there's several ways to apply, and if you want, you can click easy apply, which is really easy. It's like you put your email and I don't know what else, you upload your resume, and that's it. And then there's one that's not easy apply. I don't know what it's called, but it's a little more detailed. I think that's the one you'd put a cover letter on. You might want to do that. But that is a great place to go and do it. My daughter was telling me that there's a lot of other countries that really want right now people to teach English. And so, but make sure you really look at the details, because sometimes they want you to be online at a certain time of day. It might be in the middle of the night, who knows? So you got to check that out. Number two, and this was the idea my daughter gave me. There's two websites called Redbubble and TeePublic, T-E-E Public. And if you're good on Photoshop, these are two great websites where you can you do the creating, designing, and the marketing, and they do the making and the shipping. So I'm talking t-shirts, stickers, whatever. These two places do the same thing. And let's see, she said that TeePublic probably gets a little less traffic, but it's more a beginner friendly, user friendly for a beginner. Redbubble will pay you once you have $20 racked up, and TeePublic will pay you whatever you make. So those are two ideas that I thought were really good. Okay, number three is be a tutor online. There are so many moms right now freaking out about having their kids at home and thinking that, what's going to happen? Maybe they even have to work at home, and what are their kids going to be doing? But I thought that's a great idea to offer your services. I mean, just throw it out on Facebook or whatever social media platform you're on, and that you're willing to do tutoring. You can do it on Skype, you can do it on Zoom, you can do it on FaceTime with your phone. I think there's a lot of parents that would be happy to set little Johnny down with the computer and know that they're going to be, talking for 30 minutes or whatever it is. Another website that I really like and I've used a lot is Fiverr, FIVRR.com. And you can go on there and you can purchase services or you can offer services. Again, this is for people that are just good at things at home. I mean, I've paid just random people like from Pakistan or wherever to create documents for me, literally just like a 1 or 2 page document that, I wanted it to have tables, and I had, I just sent them the words that would go in it. And they were really good at like Google Forms or Excel or, I mean, graphics, logos. It's incredible, all the stuff that's offered. So if you're good at any of that, you could go on there. And now that may take a little time to build up, because when you're on there, you're looking at who has good reviews and who has 5 stars or whatever it is, recommendations. But these are things that I think we need to be thinking about right now. Like, we need to not be thinking, what can I do to make money for the next 3 weeks? I think we need to be thinking long term, really, because I was reading an article today that was, and we'll see again, who knows, but I was reading an article today that was saying this is going to change the way the world works. Like, this is in his, when we look back, this moment is going to just change a lot of things. Like, a lot of people are going to be working from home. I mean, companies that realized or didn't think they could have their people work at home are going to have their people working at home. And then they're going to realize, for whatever percentage of them or this certain group or whatever, oh, wow, this is a great idea. This really works. For some people it won't, but for some people it really will. So it's going to be really interesting. But anyway, I just think, I always think multiple streams of income are so important. And, I've been talking about multiple streams of income for years, and it's just really important. It's important to have a side hustle, to have, something on the side that's a backup that can grow. Put an hour a day into it, just with that kind of consistency, it can turn into something. It totally can. Okay. Number 5 is, this is another one. If you're a great writer, maybe that's your skill. Be a full-time blogger. I mean, there are people that make, hey, Evie, there are people that make a lot of money with advertising on their blogs. This one I was looking at, okay, this website is called Making Sense, S-E-N-S-E, like common sense, of sense, C-E-N-T-S, money, makingsenseofsense.com. Go check it out. This person said they make $100,000 a month now blogging because of all the advertising they have. They must just have a huge readership. But that's certainly something. YouTube is the same way. This is something that this was something that was offered, and it's answering surveys to make money from home. Just getting on there and answering surveys. The 6 places, or Swagbucks, American Consumer Opinion, Survey Junkie, Pinecone Research, Opinion Outpost, Harris Poll Online. Just rewind that if you need to hear those again. But that's what they do. They want to pay people to take surveys. The 7th one is Teach English Online. I mean, I mentioned that before, but this is a website. Just Google VIP Kid. I think that probably means VIP Kid. VIP KID. This was featured on Forbes, CNBC, Wall Street Journal. It's not, I mean, almost anybody could probably teach English online. So that could be a good one. And number 8, which I already mentioned once at the beginning, is network marketing. And again, that's what I do. If you're interested in talking to me about that, we can talk about it. Again, there's a ton of products out there that, services, is a great way to make money. It is not a scheme. It is just a way to make money that's very legal, and it's it's not a salesy thing. People think, oh, I don't want to do sales. Well, I'm not a salesperson. I'm a teacher at heart, and so when you're just like, hey, I have this thing. If it's not a fit for you, no big deal at all. It's unemotional. It's just not a big deal. So anyway, I think, look at that. I just found a ladybug on my hand. How funny is that? But I know all this is causing stress with people. And I have a document that's 28 tips. I'm just dealing with this ladybug. 28 tips for coping with stress. Put a comment in here if you want me to send you that document. I will be happy to do it. And there, where there's a will, there's a way with all this stuff. And so I think sometimes that bad things can lead us to good things. So that's what I'm believing. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. Love you, and I will see you next time.